Hey, this is Steve Geese here with Keller Williams Capital District. We are here with another episode of Hey, How's the Market? This week we are taking a look at Rensselaer County. This is the week of October 7th to October 13th. So the first time I did a weekly review, I didn't really go over the chart very well, so I'm just going to do that real quick. It's a lot of the same with the monthly thing, so I'll rip through this real quick. So we've got the school districts all here on the left. Then we have all the active categories. So the total number of properties that were active at any time during the week. This one's a different category. These are the new properties that came on the market only during this week. And then the average days on market for the total properties. How many properties were expired or canceled or anyway withdrawn off the market. Then the pending properties, all the properties that went pending this week, the average number of days that those properties were on the market for, and then the average listing price that those properties were listed for when they went under contract. And then we have the sold properties, total number of properties that closed during this week, the average number of days that those were on the market, and the average price that those properties actually closed for. We have the price breakdowns over here. These price breakdowns are a little bit different than some of the other categories that we've done. The price breakdowns are different by county. Like Saratoga County goes all the way up to $1 million because you get a better price breakdown. If it just stopped at $400,000, it wouldn't tell you very much. Then we have the chance to sell in the school district, and then the chance to sell based on the price category, and then all this stuff here at the bottom. The color coding is green is highest in the category, yellow is least in the category. Same thing for these. I'm going to switch real quick to a different chart to try and get a different color. There we go. Red. I don't know if we've seen red yet. Red means that there was no under contract activity in that category at all. So right here, it's going horizontally, which means that the school district had nothing go under contract. It can also happen vertically here in the prices, which means that that price point did not have any pending activity in that category. All right, so back to the thing that we're going to. So Rensselaer County is a pretty stable district. The numbers are relatively stable across all of the months, even going back to February. There are a few things, though, that I noticed to point out. So we've been talking about inventory a lot. Inventory in Rensselaer County is also up. It's not as drastic as we've seen in some other counties, but it is up. It's up about 40% than it has been from February. It has gone a little bit higher, and it has gone lower than it was in February, but right now, in general, we're up. Pending numbers are down a little bit. The total number of pending has gone down. It's only slightly, so that's not really something that is a big deal. But the pending average price, the average price for the properties that have gone, this is the lowest that it has been since March. Since March, it got up to about 270 to 280,000 in August, and that is where it stayed. Like through about 3 months, it stayed at that point. And then this week, it dropped. So that's kind of a significant drop. It's only 1 week, so not really enough to signify any kind of trend or anything, but just kind of an interesting thing. And the other thing that I want to point out is the active number of properties in each one of these price categories. So the important part here is, well, the pending number has gone down, but except for this week, it has been remaining stable. The average sold price has also been remaining stable. But the active number of properties in each one of these price categories is getting shoved up. I forget which way I'm pointing again. Getting shoved up to the higher end. So these three categories here, the 0 to 100, 100 to 150, and the 150 to 200, all of these active numbers here have dropped since February. They've been steadily, it's not a consistent line down, but they've been dropping since February. And these numbers, the over $200,000, these have all gone up. 200 to 300 and over $400,000 have actually doubled since February. So we've seen an increase in inventory. Most of it has been in this upper range. I mean, obviously new stuff is coming down the market down here as things are selling, but more things are coming on at a higher price point. Something that I've been noticing a lot, especially for Hoosick Valley, because that's where I went to high school. This is the first week they've had any activity at all below $400,000 in weeks. Like 3 or 4 weeks, it has been all over $400,000 in Hoosick Valley School District. And as a kid who went to Hoosick Valley, I just find that shocking. I didn't know that many kids that were living in $400,000 houses. So, yeah, could just be the inflation of the increase of the price. But I think that's kind of odd that there are so many higher priced properties and something like that. So, and with the prices remaining stable in those things, it kind of indicates that it's not really things, the prices there are going up, as in people are paying that. It's just that people are listing their properties for more. The interesting thing would be, although we're not seeing this right here, the active days on market, that's not significantly increasing too, which is something that we would see if people are just listing for more but no one's buying it. So that's not quite going up yet. So I guess it'll be interesting to see how things play out in the next few months for all of that. All right, so the quick wrap up: inventory in Rensselaer County is up about 40%. Pending price numbers are down for this week by a significant amount, the lowest that they've been since March. And the active prices on the market tend to be trending to the higher price points. So most of the availability, the increase in inventory is in the higher price ranges, the over $200,000. So that has been this week's episode. Thank you for joining me, and please tune in again next time as we take a look at another county and we find out, hey, how's the market? Bye-bye for now.